Again, considering modes as I do within the solo move, we look at the mode or the next iteration from being a contractor to becoming a consultant. Okay, not mutually exclusive, not to say on a Friday I'll stop being a contractor and on Monday I become a consultant. It's a blend, and you'll also see me talk about the hybrid mode of being all three, and that's okay. But in a contractor, again, you're there to deliver skilled work. You'll execute that work often to time within those constraints, within the project constraints, etc. But when you're a consultant, you start to then move beyond just executing work to being one who crafts judgment, starts to shape decisions, starts to being more strategic, maybe of how task can contribute to an alternate outcome that the organization's seeking. Think about moving from, if you're an employee, you're almost the checkers on the checkerboard. When you get to a contractor, you could be the checkerboard itself. But when you become that consultant, you're drifting then away from just being the checkerboard to being more of the chessboard. How can I move or look at capacity and capability of an organization, and where might we have different strategic levers that we can pull? And again, you may see some of these when you're a contractor. And what I would suggest that if you are in a contracting job role, start exercising and testing your ability to be a consultant within that space, because you're going to look good for doing it, right? If you do it right, you don't be a show off. You'll be contributing additional value, your value add. By exercising these things under that contractor mode, when you do make that change and that transition to consulting mode, you've already tested the waters. And again, remember, you are actually then starting to sell value, judgment, opinion, guidance. I remember on a couple of occasions when a customer says to me, look, I really don't need you to do much more of this, but I would like to be able to call upon you here and there to give your opinion, to look at things more strategically. Once you hear that played back to you, you know you are considered a consultant. Now, yes, that might mean less work, but it also means more highly valued work.